Hello everyone, welcome back to the next video. In this video I will show you how to change the MIME type of any video or audio file in React Native's new architecture for Android. Now I will be doing this for video, but you can apply the same logic for audio files as well. Also, given that I will be using the new architecture, it's better you keep this documentation handy. So this is for the turbo module docs and this is for the fabric native component docs, because I will be copying a lot of code from this documentation. So yeah, let's get started. So as you can, I'll just show you my app. So as you can see, I have one button called pick video, and as soon as I okay, I think it is still bundling. Because I'm mirroring my device, that's why there is a little bit of lag. Okay, oh sorry, wait, I'll make few changes. Okay, so as you can see over here, I have one button called pick video. If I click on it, it opens the settings app. So here I require one permission called manage external storage permission. Now that permission is not for picking video from your video library, it is for saving the transformed video to external storage. This is a new thing in newer Android device. For older Android device, we still use read write external storage permission. I have handled that particular scenario in this tutorial as well, so don't worry about it. So the user will have to scroll to our app and give this particular permission. So I'll just check this particular checkbox and I'll go back. As soon as I go back, it opens our video picker. Now I will pick one video, so I'll just pick this video. It will first start playing the initial video. Now there is one bug in React Native which I couldn't really figure it out. Like if I click on the video, as you can see, I'm not able to see the play, pause or the seek bar. This is a React Native issue or the relayout issue in React Native, because when I use the same code in Flutter and Android, native Android, it works perfectly fine. Anyways, I did find one solution, but it results in some other issues which I will tell you in a little bit. Now if I click on convert, here you can see I'm displaying one progress bar. Now the time it takes depend on how big your video is. Also the conversion happens on a background thread, so don't worry about it. And I am also showing the progress of how much conversion has happened inside the logcat. If you want, you can send this to React Native side as well and display it inside your UI. The first variable which you see 2 is the actual progress state. It starts from 1 and at the end, when the progress has been done, it goes to 0. And the second value which you see is the actual progress from 0 to 100. Now this value, the second value, does not reach till 100 because I have added a 500 milliseconds delay, as you can see. Now this is the output. Now there is no change in the output because only the video, we are only changing the MIME type, so the video remains the same, right? But I'm able to play the video. Also if I click on pick video again, here you can see now there are 2 files being saved. So that's the thing. Again here it is not reaching till 100 because I have added a 500 milliseconds delay. Also the first value is the progress state, so if it reaches till 0, you can know that okay, 100% progress has been completed. So yeah, let's get started. Firstly, I have created my React Native project. Then we will make use of turbo modules. This turbo modules documentation, I'll be copying a lot of code from it. Now I'm using turbo modules for this manage external storage permission, because permission Android as well as React Native permission library does not handle manage external storage permission. That's why I had to create a separate thing for it. So here I have created one folder. Inside that I have created a package.json file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs, only this name has been changed, this has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. Next I have created a podspec file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs and only this name has been changed. Then I have created a JS folder. Inside that I have created a TypeScript file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs. Only I have added two methods. One to check whether you are above Android queue or not. If you are above Android queue, then only you can call manage external storage permission. For older Android devices below Android, like Android queue and below, then we call read write external storage permission from permissions Android, and this name I have changed. Next I have created an Android folder. Inside that I have created build.gradle file. Again I have copy pasted everything from docs. I have only updated the Gradle version to 8.3.0. compile SDK version is 34, and here I am using Kotlin standard lib 1.9.22, and this name has been changed. Then inside src I have created all this folder. So I have created one first Kotlin file called my permission package.kt. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. And this name has been changed, this has been changed, this everywhere, this my permission module has been changed. Next I have created my permission module.kt. again I have copy pasted it from docs. The only thing which you have to change is, firstly I have added this activity event listener, and this all names has been changed, right? My permission over here. Then here we are listening for our activity event listener. Here we are overriding our method. So this is how you check whether it is above Android queue or not. And here we are checking for manage external storage permission. If we have that, but if we don't have it, then we launch the settings app like I shown you in the demo. And once there, here we start activity for result. Here is a helper method to check whether we have that permission or not. This name has been changed, and here we are overriding this method. And once the user checks the checkbox, then we are again checking for manage external storage permission. If we have that permission, we send back true. Then we will be creating a fabric component, so you can go to this particular documentation. So firstly create a package.json file. Again I have copy pasted it from docs. Only this name has been changed, this has been changed, and this has been changed. Rest everything is same. Then inside JS I have created a TypeScript file. Again everything has been copied from docs. Here we are sending a URL of type string, and this name has been changed. Then inside Android I have created a build.gradle file. Again I have copy pasted it from docs, and I have updated the Gradle version to 8.3.0. compile SDK is 34. I have added apply plugin Kotlin Android. Namespace has been changed. Main SDK is 24. Target SDK is 34. And I have added Kotlin standard lib of 1.9.22. and here I have also added lifecycle runtime so that I can make use of Kotlin coroutines. Then we are using exoplayer UI and exoplayer HLS for playing the video, common effect and transformer for doing all sorts of transformation. Then inside src create all these folders first, then create my player package.kt. again I have copy pasted this from docs. Only this name has been changed and this has been changed. Here you might see that I have annotated with @unstable API because at the time of me recording this video the media 3 APIs are still bit unstable, but I think by the time you watch it they will become stable. So this my player package refers to my player manager, and my player manager has this my player.kt, and my player.kt includes the media 3 APIs. That's why I have to mark my player package also as unstable API. Next go to my player manager.kt. again I have copy pasted this from docs. Only this imports has been changed, and this everywhere this names of has been changed, so include my player everywhere. Okay, everything else remains the same, and here we are just instantiating our myplayer.kt file. And once we get the URL prop, we are calling the init input player of our myplayer file method, and we are just passing that value. Now coming back to myplayer.kt, so firstly you will have to add all these imports as you can see. Then I have created our myplayer, which is extending from linear layout lifecycle event listener, because I want to make use of on pause and on destroy method to release our player if it is playing some video and transformer.listener, which will help us to override two methods, on completed and on error. On completed means successfully done transformation, on error means something went wrong. And lifecycle owner, because I want to make use of Kotlin coroutines. Because we are using lifecycle owner, we have to write this boilerplate code. Once that is done, then I am creating a handler as well as a progress holder. Then I have created two exo players, two player views, one button and one progress bar, one file name variable, playback position is 0, play when ready is true, and here we are creating our transformer. Then here we are creating our file. The local video URL is null at the start. Here we are listening to our lifecycle events, then setting the layout params to our linear layout. Here we are initializing our input player, and as you can see I am displaying all the buttons, but yeah, due to the React Native bug we are not able to see any of those buttons. Then I am adding our view to our input player. Then here we are creating our button and adding it to our linear layout. Then on click of the button we are calling setup transformer. Output player is similar to input player, but it is invisible by default. Progress bar we are initializing it, setting layout params, invisible by default, and adding it to our linear layout. Now here I have created these two methods. So like I told you, right, there was one solution which I found. So the solution was to use this method and then call setup layout hack over here. You can call it over here. But the other issue which it causes is it makes our input player occupy the entire width and height. Even though I have given it as height as 500, still it occupies the entire width and height. But the other very big issue which it causes is the button which we have, it overlaps on our input player, sorry, and it also occupies the entire width and height. So we really can't see our input player. That's why I couldn't find any other relayout thing, but if you know, do let me know in the comments. Then here we are initializing our input player, and that's what we called inside our my player manager. Here we are initializing our output player. This is the code for releasing our player. Here we are calling setup transformer. So if the output player is playing some video, we are releasing it and stopping it. Then we are calling transform video. So we are first displaying our progress bar. Here we are adding an array list of empty effect, and inside transformer, so here you can change the video MimeType and audio MimeType to whatever you feel like. Now to see what different MimeTypes it supports, again you won't be able to see this inside Android Studio because you haven't run code generation yet. Once you run code generation, you should be able to see this code inside Android Studio. You will have to open the Android folder inside Android Studio, and you should see something like this. So RTN my permission, inside RTN my player I have opened the player folder, so something like this. So but once after running code generation, so be patient. So here you can see you can change it to different, these all MimeTypes are supported for video. So but be careful, like I tried different MimeType and sometimes it did fail. So yeah, choose wisely. And for audio, again you can select, these are all the different audios which we have. Coming back to our code, then we create our input media item, we create our edited media item, we create an external file, start our transformation, and here we are tracking our progress of our video. So the progress state can be either 0, 1 and 2, and the progress holder dot progress will be from 0 to 100. So if you want to don't like here I'm using progress state not started, right? So use proper name. So progress state not started corresponds to 0, 1 means progress state waiting for availability, and 2 means progress state available. Okay, then here we are creating our external file. Then this is the code for saving file to external storage. So actually it saves the file to DCIM folder, and this code I have copy pasted online, and it only works on API 29 and above. If you want to save video below API 29, you can follow my video on how to save it to downloads directory. I don't know how to save it to DCIM folder for below API 29. So yeah. Then we get to overridden method on completed once transformation is done. So we are displaying our output player, initializing it, saving file to external storage, hiding our progress bar, and on error we are hiding both output player and progress bar and showing a toast message. And here we are overriding our lifecycle event. So you know, on host pause and on host destroy, we are releasing our player. Okay, so that's it. Next you will have to go to Android manifest. Here firstly add internet permission, because at the end of the video I will also show you how to apply this transformation for a video which is stored on a server or on a network URL. Read write external storage is for older Android device, newer Android device has manage external storage permission. Then you will have to open your terminal, go to the root of your React Native project, and firstly Oh sorry, we forgot to enable the new architecture, right? So first you will have to search for new arc enabled. It should be inside gradle.properties of Android. Make this as true. Then go to terminal, go to the root of your React Native project. First run this command. Once you run this, then you will have to run this particular command. Then you will have to do cd dot dot. It will move you outside your React Native project. Then you will have to run this particular command, but instead of rnapp trim you will have to write your own project name. My project name, as you can see, is rnapp trim. So over here as well as over here, change it to your own project name. Then run this particular command again, replace rnapp trim with your own project name. Then cd to the main Android folder inside your terminal, and then run this command. So this will do code generation for Android. Now if you open the Android folder inside Android Studio, you should be able to see all this code. If you are changing, make sure you don't change the code inside Android Studio, because if you run code generation again, your changes would be lost. It's better you do your changes in VS Code and do code generation, run the code generation command again. Alright. Next, I have also installed this particular library called React Native Image Picker, which will help us to pick video from our video picker. And inside our app.tsx, this is how I am importing all three libraries. Then here I have created one use state for our saving our video URI. On click of button, I am checking if it is above Android queue. If yes, then I am calling manage external storage permission, and once I get the permission, I am calling pick video. If you are below Android queue, I am asking for read write external storage permission, and then I am calling pick video. If you see my pick video, we are filtering by videos. Once user picks any video, we get the video URI. I assign it to this variable, and once this video URI is not equal to empty, then we are displaying this RTN player native component. So yeah, I think that's it. Now to show you how to play, like this is a video which is stored on a network URL. I'll just paste it over here, and if I show you my output, here you can see it has started playing that video. Now this is the original video. If I click on convert, but before you click on convert, make sure you already have that manage external storage or read write external storage, right? Because after conversion we are saving that video to external storage. I already have it, because in the first demo which I shown you, I have already given that permission. So you will so here you can see the output, and if I click on pick video, that particular video has also been saved. Now it depends on you how you want to change the logic. So if you are using a video URL, you already have that video URL, so you might have to call this inside use effect. Or if you don't require external storage permission, then you might have to completely remove this particular code. So yeah, depends on you how you want to do it. That's it. Thank you for watching. Bye.